And I'm going to give this a couple seconds, but I might put it to, oops. Microphone on. Well, hello, everybody. I am going to quickly post this. Test. Okay, good. And we are live. I figured I'd come on and talk about the big news that happened this week. I believe it was last night that it came out, but Ram is set to return to NASCAR, albeit the NASCAR Truck Series, and it's supposed to have an entry in 2026. Get to the right screen. This comes after a 13-year absence. And if you can let me know in the comments below who won the last race, I'll reveal after this who won the last NASCAR race for Dodge. So Ram is going to be coming back in slowly. The plan is to get start in the Truck Series, but I believe their whole goal is obviously to go back to NASCAR and to the whole the NASCAR Cup Series. They will have, it looks like it's going to be billed as the Ram Redemption, the Ram 5100 concept truck. Kind of cool. I like that. That's going to be a really cool truck. I'm looking forward to this. Looks kind of nice. And while they haven't announced that they have any teams yet, I'm assuming there's probably 2 or 3 teams in place, at least one for next season, and that's not a hard thing to imagine. They probably have everything worked out. They probably might be paying for a bunch of this ride to make sure that they're back in the series because they could struggle next year. But also, sorry, this is a little late, working late. So if you could subscribe, that'd be awesome. Trying to get to, let me sure I have chat on. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully before the NASCAR race here in Indianapolis. And if you can let me know in the comments below who won the last race for Dodge in the Cup Series. And it was really an interesting story. But yeah, it looks like they'll have the classic 5.7 liter Hemi V8. And I'm excited to see that Dodge is coming back with Ram. They've done a wonderful job in the past. I think with Toyota getting involved in NASCAR, they kind of slowed it down. But now they're going to have 4 entries if they get back to the Cup Series with Toyota, Chevy, and Ford. And now obviously those 3 are going to be in the Truck Series. But it's going to be interesting to see another engine manufacturer. It's only going to make the competition better in NASCAR. And hopefully it'll help Ram out too. I think it really hurt them leaving NASCAR. And I think brands, it's nice to see a brand at a track. That's why I kind of wish IndyCar would do a better job of getting another manufacturer. And the fact they're not, I don't get it. I don't. Someone's doing something wrong somewhere down the line. Because from what I've heard, not only are they not getting a third engine manufacturer anytime soon, but they could potentially lose an engine manufacturer as well, which baffles me that this could happen. Something's not right. They're doing something wrong, and maybe they need to contact NASCAR and try to figure out how they can negotiate, because they also are in Mexico next week. I believe it's next week. I might be a week off, but next week they are racing in Mexico, and IndyCar has a driver who wants to represent his country, and they can't get that done. So It's really sad to see, but it's great for NASCAR. This is a great thing for Ram America. It's nice to have an American manufacturer back. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you could subscribe, like, share, that'd be awesome. Uh, but really, I just wanted to discuss that Ram will be coming back into the Cups truck series with the goal of being back in the series. And my guess is they say they do not have a team yet. Boy, that's a beautiful looking truck. I'm looking forward to that. This was a great idea for Ram and Dodge in the truck series. Because really, when you think of trucks, you think of the F-150, the Silverado, and you think of the Dodge Ram. So it's going to be really cool to see this back. But I've also heard is they might be getting another engine manufacturer. Oops. And that is after everything. Let me see if I can switch this over. Replace. Now, this is from motorsports.com, but I've also heard this as well from other people that there might be an option as in Honda might be interested in coming to NASCAR, which is a little mind blowing to me, but they already have Toyota in there, and that's their rival in Japan. So it's not very hard to see that they might try to step into the Great America Race, a Great American Race with the Daytona 500 and try to compete against Toyota in NASCAR. So, and it's just, to me, it still is mind blowing that IndyCar cannot get a third manufacturer. I think they're hindering these engine manufacturers with this car, and maybe they might get a new car. I mean, we saw it with Lotus. They came in and it almost felt like they didn't give much help to Lotus or something. Was just something off, and I'm hoping they get that fixed. But unfortunately, it looks like IndyCar doesn't have any in the near future. Doesn't look like they have any plans for a third manufacturer, which it needs. And this is a great thing for Ram, and it's probably good for one of the Truck Series teams because they usually, whenever you get a new series manufacturer, some additional benefit because there's a good chance that they will not be as strong as they normally are at the event. So, because it's their first couple years, or they come out swinging right off the bat. Because I believe, what is it? Toyota was brought in by Michael Waltrip Racing originally, and they were a little slow at the beginning. But it also could be the technology that's also because once they swapped over to uh, Joe Gibbs Racing, they must have had a lot more wind tunnel time because they did. Obviously, they're still doing well. They won last weekend with Denny Hamlin in Michigan. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Ram truck. And Probst mentioned that there's a lot of momentum around our sport right now, outside our sport, particularly around the blue chip stuff when we go out and get to visit with folks, particularly companies that aren't in our sport today, but a lot of positive momentum here, which is true. There has been a lot of momentum, I think, going on. And I think with a lot of the recent manufacturing things going on and more stuff being made in America, I think that we might be seeing a lot more showcasing of engine manufacturers and car companies and wanting to showcase their product, which is what racing is. It's supposed to be a pride thing. It's supposed to be something we're proud of what our product is, and we believe we can beat you at this game and the race. I mean, that's what happened. The Indy 500 was a really good testing ground to show, hey, the 500, can your car last 500 miles in 1911? So you're going to see, I think, a lot more, hopefully a lot more manufacturers. And I'm hoping IndyCar can do the same thing. As an IndyCar fan, that is something that they desperately need a third manufacturer. If they can pull that off, they'll be in good shape. They're in great shape right now, but they need to do a better job. Doug Bowles needs to step up and really get that third manufacturer. And I think with them announcing the new car, and I believe it was 2027, that might be the avenue to get the next engine manufacturer. I have heard rumors of a couple car manufacturers in IndyCar potentially might be interested. Uh, I believe what's holding them back is the car. I mean, Honda and Chevy have had it for such a long time. They're, I think, hoping the hybrid would attract another manufacturer, and it just didn't. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But for NASCAR, this is a great thing for them. They're going to be racing in Mexico. They're really expanding their product, and IndyCar is doing that. IndyCar is doing that as well. But I think NASCAR right now, I think they have the upper hand on that, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Prime in NASCAR. And I have a feeling that in the next few years we might see something with IndyCar with that as well, either with Amazon or a negotiation with Fox and Amazon, so that they can showcase the race on Amazon as well. I don't know how that's going to work, but I know Amazon and YouTube, the deal will be done at some point to do something, whether it's a pre-race, post-race, maybe even, and this would be a cool thing to see on for IndyCar or NASCAR even, is really have what they used to do with Fox Sports 1, have that on YouTube. It'd be really cool to have a YouTube show. Maybe we could get involved if we grow this enough. But it'd be really cool to have a show done where fans can watch it whenever they want. You can have it live, you can have it recorded, however you want to do it. But something a more post race and pre-race stuff that maybe is not on Fox or NBC. I had to think what the other one that the other NASCAR one, because they used to be TNT. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens with this. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of shifting, and really the world is kind of shifting online. So it'll be interesting to see where that side moves. Now, if anyone has any questions, let me know in the comments below, or any thoughts on Ram going to NASCAR Truck Series. Now, obviously, it's the lowest level, but I think it's really a place where they're going to test the waters, see how good or bad this will go. But I see that moving forward, I see NASCAR getting Ram, and probably be Dodge, Chrysler in the Cup Series and Nationwide Series. I think it's Nationwide Xfinity, whatever they call themselves. I think that's what's going to happen with them. And with that, I also want to make sure I remember to talk about, just to do a couple updates. And sorry this is late. Hopefully we can do some earlier, but right now I work too. So if you could subscribe, that'd be awesome. We're really trying to grow this. I have some stuff coming up, and if there's something you guys want to talk about, let me know in the comments below and we'll bring it up. I know one of the things I'm going to bring up, because I've had a couple people ask about the cheating scandal going on, and we're going to try to dive into that a little deeper and find out a few things, because I'm curious to see what's going to happen with Tim Cindric. Will he go somewhere else? Is he going to stay, or is he just going to be done? He is a very well-versed guy in IndyCar, and if I was another team, I'd seriously consider hiring him as soon as possible, because he knows the Penske way, and Penske knew what he was doing. So now you got someone else who has knowledge like that out and available. I could see a team swooping in to take him. But we'll talk about that in another video. It's a little late here. So I just wanted to make sure I talked about this Dodge deal. And the other one is a SVRA race this weekend. It's $40 for 2 days. I believe it is for Saturday 30. 2-day admission is 40. Saturday's 30, and Sunday is 20. So if you're interested in going to SVRA, and you should, it's a great Father's Day weekend. I really enjoy it. I was one of the first Father's Days that I had here when we moved back to Indiana from Ohio. and it was such a wonderful time, and it's so interesting seeing these cars, go out there, and it's interesting to see them start 'cause, half the time they don't start because 'cause they're 100 years old, 75 years old, 50-year-old cars, and sometimes they don't start on the grid, so it's really cool, you could see it kinda it's almost like we go back in time. Now, I do have to say this weekend there might be a chance of rain, and I hope this goes away, and I will keep you guys updated as well as the parking situation. I'm hoping the rain goes away, but as of now, there's a chance of rain on, uh, on Saturday and Sunday, but I think that the percentage is low, and Indiana is a very flat state. So all it takes is a wind shifting a different direction, and we're back to uh no rain and beautiful days. But the rain might be nice because it also looks like it's going to be about 90 degrees temperature wise outside. So hopefully we can get this in this weekend. And our I don't know if they run in the rain. I think there might be a couple events that they do run in the rain. I highly doubt the older cars would, but some of the newer ones, they're on the road course. So this event, I guess I should say that this event is on the road course. So if you want to go, it's a great place to watch all the cars out there. You'll have some F1 cars, some I don't know if they have. Let me see if they I know they have the schedule, but I don't know if they say what type of cars. They just qualifying groups. They have the BMW club, the fan walk, that's gonna be fun. But I believe there's some F1, there's stock cars, there's Indy cars, there's IMSA cars, there's every car that you can imagine. And I don't know if Doug Bowles is racing this one. And I'm gonna try to see what other cars are going to be in this lineup. But it should be a fun event. It's gonna be a great weekend, and as long hopefully the weather stays away. Ooh, maybe this is what I'm looking for. Oh, it won't show it. Yeah, let me switch this over. Okay, perfect. This is what I wanted to find. Give me just a second, guys. There we go. So this is the schedule. Now I'm looking at this live now. So if it's not perfect, sorry, because I didn't. Looks like parking is in. There's free parking in the end lot. So that is awesome. I don't know if you guys have been in the end lot. It's a great lot to go into. It looks like because that's the track. There's no way. Looks like we have some parking also in. Nope, that's closed. It looks like free parking. The green areas are the general. Oh, I can't highlight anything. Are the general mission zones, and the gates are going to be open in turn 4 or turn 2, gate 4, and gate 2 for this SVRA race. And I'm going to do another video talking about this as well. But it looks like general mission is going to be in turn 4, turn 2, the handicap in zone in front of the IMS museum, right by the Tower Terrace. And I know there's a couple spots over. I don't know. Does my cursor? Okay, it does show. I might need to get one of those little cursor. Ooh, let's try this guy. Right over here is a good spot. I know they're going to have some teams and everything over here. Usually, I think the NASCAR guys are in this section. Oop, a little big. I'm not John Madden. So those guys are right there, usually, the NASCAR ones. But I believe right here, there's a very good viewpoint of this turn this turn right here. So I'm going to see if they have any other lots available because usually, if I recall last year, they had lot 3G open. But from per this map, it looks like that's not the case. So if you're coming here, this is where you're going to want to be. And I'm going to post this as well, a few other places on Facebook and on YouTube. And just about to finish, I think, for tonight or today. It's now the morning. my time. But this is our channel. And thank you guys so much for watching. We should be officially reaching 3,000 hours today. And that's the requirement for the first level. But we still have to get to 1,000 subscribers right here. So if anyone could subscribe, that'd be awesome. We're trying to grow this. My hope is to do this full time. We're going to do interviews. I'm actually in the works with a couple things. I want to check to make sure with YouTube that we can do a couple things because I don't want to do any violations or strikes. But I'm hoping to be working with a couple, have a couple special guests, let's say, and do a walkthrough. If you, without giving out too much information, I'm still in the works with a few of them. It's going to start off slow, but then as we grow, hopefully we'll be able to do stuff with like Dario, Tony Kanon, and a few others. And my hope, we have a couple things we're in the works with that would be really cool and a cool way of historic way of kind of looking at the race. So I'm hoping to get that in the works here shortly. But one thing we need to do is get to 1,000 subscribers, and we have 4,000 hours left. So if anyone could like, subscribe, that'd be great. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be on tomorrow likely as well. I'm not sure what the topic's going to be. So if there's a topic you guys want to cover, I know I heard the cheating scandal. As long as I can get back in time from work, I'm hoping we can go over that and see if I can find anything else out. I know I'm really curious to see with especially Tim Cindric, what's going to happen. Is he going to stay out of the series or another series, or what's going to happen with that? But it'd be really cool to see what happens. But I'm trying to do a live a night, and if there's anything you want to talk or me to research, let me know. Thank you guys.